Video 101. Video 2. You know, today I'm relaxing. I'm so relaxing so much, as you can see, today is second. I have my bathrobe on. Nice temperature. You won't call yourself relaxing because this is the day for that day. Now gather around. Some of you might need to take your shoes off. Some of you might need to sing a song. You might want to put yourself in a harmony. Harmony, 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 harmony. What to treat you best. You see, we all have people that we like. We all have people that we hate. Yes, believe it or not. You got haters, you got likers, and you got the ones that want to combine themselves, who believe they like somebody, who believe they hate somebody. This is a great graph, big old map. It's a big old longitude that gathers people around to have harmony. We have social, just like we have social media. Who speaks aloud, sound the loudest. But I wonder all you people out there get it now. Who thought you had the virus, who may have still had the virus, who run away from the virus, who don't even think about the virus. Well, don't come my way. That big old thing on your face, you might have voodoo hoodoo on your face. I don't know. And then if you have a mask cover, you have to mess your face up, you messed up again. So once again, and if you had religion, notice the word I had religion, all them closed down on it. So who do you believe in? You let man take over your life? You let science take over your life? You let society take over your life? You must have. Because you had to wear the mask. And you lost friends. I did too. You got friends who've been known each other for years. Don't want to have a mask to come visit. No, not me. Can't come visit me. If I invite you, I might need to my house. And so if you tell me you come with a mask, you might bring something with you. So if you see me coming, yeah, you might well go the other way. Because we're not on the same tune. We're not even thinking alike. I don't know anybody thinks alike. I can say it 1,000 times. Who thinks alike? My kids don't think alike. They're on each other's terms. They're terms to terms. One says one like this, one says one like that. That's all it is. My grandchildren growing up, they got terms. They want to meet, and they will meet. The mothers of those children, children of those mothers, and blah, blah, blah. The fathers of those fathers. And everybody has a turn, and everybody wants to believe in facts, and everybody wants to think life is so important. All depends how you look at it. How important for you to have a loaf of bread that you hadn't had in 2 weeks? How is it important to you if you hadn't talked to your son, your daughter, your sister, your brother, any of them? How important is it to you? Is it a formality that you talk to them, or is it love? Is it suggestion, or is it a want? Is it a belief, or is it a habit? Like when you go to church. You didn't go to church for a while. You still paid your tithes. Where did they go? I wasn't in somebody's pocket. Problem. And then told you, say, well, they don't do it, put it online. Wow, that's a good way to get some religion online. Wow. We started it many years ago. I thought I would stop studying it. From Moses to Iraq to Macedonia to Kakunians. And then had the nerve to get the names out of the Bible. I'm going to name you Joseph. I'm going to name you Israel. I'm going to name you Gabi. I'm going to name you Abba. I'm going to name you Pabba. I'm going to name you Rachel. And half of you don't even know why you name them. So you come up with some of these foreign names. Agubalaba, Mama Taba, rock the crop rock, cigarette, smoke a dime from the ice cream or some cologne. See? It doesn't matter. Here's what matters the most. Everybody thinks they got to have relaxation. Well, you were born in relaxation. That should have been enough right there. And then you should have turned back and went the other way. No. You said, let me come on out a little more. So when you came out, you came into another world. Now you have to defend yourself, defend the world, and the likes of it. And you don't like it. Wow. So now we got schools are closing, mothers are crying, pulling out the TV because they can't take care of the kids. Well, guess what? You should never open your legs. You don't believe you wouldn't have kids. And you wouldn't know about pulling your head apart. Just that simple. Man, don't think that you captured because you just bought it there. You wouldn't have been running behind them, they wouldn't have to do that. And their legs could have been closed and your barn could have been closed as well. Then you could have thought about what you want to do. But see, most people in the world today, yesterday, and will continue, you don't know when to settle down. You don't know when you're going to have a kid. You think the kid later. Then you say the best thing ever happened to you. That's not the best thing that ever happened to you. The best thing that ever happened to you, you shouldn't have had it to start with. And you've been better off. But think about trying to take care of somebody else that you couldn't take care of yourself. See, self is a self-wound. Self-wound, self-gains, and self-belief. You believe that you should have been healed. You should believe that you should have went to this, should have went to that. And you believe it. There's no one out there that don't believe right now. My religion is the best religion there was. No one don't believe that. You ask one person about religion, he'll tell you, that's it. Until you find out, wow, I don't know where y'all was in the last 3 months when everything closed down on you. You would run like the devil. You should have went down to hell and invited them to be your master. Whoever. Yeah, but now you still got it. How much does it take longer for you to quit believing in somebody else to believe in yourself? You see, that's the thing. You go out there and you want to harass somebody, you want to go out there and tear up something. Well, why tear up something that you know you have to go back and look at later on? Why tear up some property that's not even yours? Right. What for? What you need it for? Ain't nothing changed. We've been having riots ever since Martin Luther King, and still have a riot. And they're going to still have a riot. And still nothing going to change. Changes come, but they come slowly. I don't like how slow it comes, but it does come slowly. You just got to believe, come that you be prepared to be ready. Because if you ain't ready, you're going to have a problem. You're running from a ghost, trying to fit in. Fit in there. And, believe it or not, everybody wants to fit in. Everybody tried to fit in. Everything fit in gospel. Shit up. Rap. Tip top. Country. Down my river. When I first saw my life, she was on later and she was a fight. Or what anything else. What you believe in, you believe in whatever. And see, everybody like to dictate that there's the best. And when that come along, that's where people get a little frustrated because no one agreeing with them. So you don't agree with one, then you got to come up with another reason. Why don't I like this person? There's no like. There's a lack of interest. Even more. If you want to go with a lack of interest. Because everybody likes something. Oh, wow. Guess what? Everybody dislikes something as well. Didn't like the way my hair looked today. Didn't like the way my makeup went today. Didn't like the way I shaved today. Didn't like the way I drove my car today. Didn't like the way my dog didn't do what it's supposed to do. Didn't like my cat strapped me. Oh, didn't like the cornflakes. Oh, didn't like the steak. Everybody has a dislike, disorder. The question is, how long do you carry it? How long do you let it last? How long do you let it waste and bury you? Oh, got a suntan. Oh, now guess what? Now I got to deal with it. Oh, sunburn. Oh, wow. Why you get a suntan? Because you want it. Why'd you get a cookie? Because you want it. Why'd you got to meet somebody different from you? Because you want to. Nobody told you didn't. Well, let me rephrase that. Somebody might tell you you shouldn't do that, but you still went and done it anyway. So that's what that's called. Self-delivery, self-employed. You deployed it to yourself. Now go shoot yourself in the leg. Or go slap yourself 5 times and wake yourself up if that's what you think you need. No. You don't need to be slapped. You don't need to be, no one need to be slapped, shot, or hit. Alright? No one. Now, you may think they do, and God knows I do sometimes, but that's not the answer. The answer is surviving and surveying and getting an understanding where the person will understand what they did and why they're doing and how they're doing it. That's how you communicate. When you do something, anything else you do, it ain't out of love, it ain't out of communicate, it's out of selfish. And then when you say that, you might say, call yourself, I want to be alone, cause I'm so selfish. I want to be alone without my home. Count those chickens, count those turds. I want to be alone that I can't burn. I want to be alone. Here we go. I rap it to the tap, I tip the tap, I bit a little hold the pap, I tip it on top, you know it. You see what I'm saying? You, as an individual, have your self-esteem. You can be a comedian if you want to. Yeah. No one challenges you but you. See, when you sit in the challenge, I can't do it, you just messed up. Anytime you don't say I can't do it, you just messed up. Cause nobody out there want to help you up. For the most part, they're kicking you down. You're on the ground, stay down there. You see, that's the problem in relationship and people in general. The general population of people don't want to help nobody. Don't want to compensate. Don't understand. You see, older folks around to give you that knowledge that you need. Not only for college, education. We won't say college, we're going to say education. Because you go to college and 4 years of college of education, you still got nothing. What you got is a lead burn. What's a lead burn? You got somebody taught something in 1840, and now you're trying to try, here it is in 2020. Therefore, you still ain't got nothing. But your elders, who if you're willing to listen, you'll get something from them. You get understanding. That's why I said, does it take a village to raise a child? Hell no. Hell no. It takes people who are willing to stay with them. If you had them, nourish them. If you had them, develop them. If you had them, teach them. That's what it's called, of nourishing and understanding. That other crap is full of crap. It don't take no village. It would be good. It'd be good if you saw them and everybody says, okay, you get the spank till you get home. Well, that's called halfway brule. Because now you got me scared to death. I can't ride my bike, or I can't even smile at somebody that I wasn't supposed to. But now if I go home and ask my parents, who thou for should be there, because if thou not with it, then thou hast still lost it. You see what I'm saying? Everybody was saying, well, you got 2 parents. Well, are they home? Well, you got 2 parents. Are they working? Because if they're working, guess what? If they're working, where you? I mean, when I'm home school, you're right. You went to school with some, when you got, now you paying somebody else. You a pain in the butt to somebody else. Now, homeschool is a great school. Couldn't do it. Didn't have the knowledge, so we didn't know what my family was going to do. Homeschool. Homeschool for me was home job, homework. Homework was work. And the technology of my working, so I've learned from my wife and everybody else, it wasn't from home. I took that, I got that from the streets, and that was the best way I could. But you know what? I'm not gonna hold that against me, my wife, and everybody else, all my brothers and sisters. But she didn't have to. She could have said, "Forget you, buddy." But the bottom line, she's there for me. She's always behind my back. She's got my back. I have to do better now. Yeah, she's the right back. Children. Now, children need an understanding from their parents. They need wisdom from their parents. They need guidance from their parents. If you can do that. If you can't do it, don't be a heel. Seek it out. Go find a book. Go find a friend who knows. Go find somebody who's going through the thing that you're going through. That's how you get knowledge. You don't get knowledge from college. You get an abortion from college. Somebody that did it. It's a rehab. Now you want to redo it again. In other words, you think there's 99 jobs out there after you graduate? No. Boulder John, Boulder Poo, I got that job before they getting out of college. Because granddaddy way back then, once again, taught him. This is your job. See, we as the foreigners, I'm calling all those foreigners that out in America that has nothing for themselves. Didn't take time to have nothing for yourself. That's why most of you don't have anything. You didn't set those goals. You set a goal. Here's what most of you set a goal for. I believe in church. I believe in drinking. I believe in screwing. That's most of you in the world. Everybody else had a plan. You didn't have a plan. Because if you had a plan, the church would have been out the way. You would have had some property. You would have had something to show for yourself. But you don't. So now what you doing? You want to rob, steal, and believe everybody else owe it to you. Then that's not what the world works. The world, once again, I done told y'all, and I'll tell you again, it is a puzzle. And everyone you have a piece of the puzzle. If you have a piece of the puzzle, you need to find a way to put it together. Quit complaining. Quit crying about the races. Quit crying. Okay. See, wish I had a choir. Can I get a choir here? You see, we are our own enemy. We are our own sorcery. We take for granted every day that somebody's supposed to like us. I don't care how good looking you look. I don't even care how ugly you look. That's not the case. It ain't the look, my friend. It's the attitude that you bring with that look. You can look like Goldilocks and still be a block. You can look like Piggy on Miss Piggy, but still be a ham. So, reality, my friends. I stick to you today to tell you reality is family. You have to have a family to gather all your mess. Because the world out there, most of them do not know your mess. They don't know you. For the most part. You say, Earl, what of my family do they know me? Not all of them. You might call them worthy too. Because they're doing the same thing everybody's doing. They're judging you for something they had known nothing of. How do you solve it? How do you solve it? You solve it one place, one thing at a time. You open up your heart. The first thing you want to say, I forgive you. Now, if you can look in the mirror and say it first, what it takes. Go to the mirror and say, I forgive you, sis. I forgive you, brother. Because you are my brother. I'm your sister. And that's what we put into a bond. That's supposed to be. You know? Because you read back in the Bible with Abraham and Sarah and all them, going to go Jacob to the house and get me a wife. Shoot. That's saying that me. He knew what he was going to get. He knew what he was going to get. And there wasn't no stranger. It wasn't like to me. So, we all know each other, deep down. From the time you walk by the person to the time you see him and they turn around twice, you get slapped in the face. If you're young, if you're old, it's a thought. And you still might get slapped in the thought. But if you feel good around that person, then you might need to get to know that person. But if you feel horrible, disgraded, underrated, downright, stripped down, nothing, then you need to separate yourself again. Because therefore you will not have nothing. I tell you, money, like I said about all the time, money is the rule. Money is not. Money is not the rule of evil. Because way before then they had no money. It is a desire, my friends. It is the desire that you have in your heart is your enemy. It is the desire in your heart is your strength. It is the desire in your will. You're combative. You're combative to fight for your right. Is freedom cheap? All depends who you're talking to. The freedom amongst us, all depends on who you talk to. Some people never had to worry about the freedom that we so love and so we accountability. Some people never have to worry about that. All depends on where they were. But if you take it for granted, and you live in America, living in America, in living in America. If you live in America and you take it for granted, you may be like another party. In other words, those places where you can't say what you want to say. Freedom, my friend, is free as long as you can talk about it. If it get to you where you can't talk about freedom no more, you might need to leave that state because it's going to dictate. Well, I can't talk about it today. Well, tomorrow I can't wear the same hat I wore yesterday. Well, I can't go to the store today because everybody got to be alike. Well, we got to have 10 feet apart and we got to have this. Well, we ain't used to man, but if you stay here, you see what you follow me? If your mouth is being closed, that means you're not talking at all. You're not even saying nothing. Watch my lips. See the difference? The difference is that I close my mouth and then nothing come out. And that's what, if you don't know it, look into politics, look into the rivals. In the last few months, who lost? Did we lose? Hell yeah, we lost. Did the rich man lose? Didn't lose a dime. Didn't lose a dime. That's like my wife says, oh, here we go again. That's like a basketball player. If I sell you today, guess what? If I sell you to another owner, what other owner already know, he get paid anyway. So he gets his money regardless. And Eustace has got a third of what you was worth. And every time you leave the team, you might want to chalk it down as a loss. Okay? Victory. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. Victory today is mine. Victory is a great song. It all depends on what your victory is, or who you're trying to beat. And that's what makes it great. I saw the light in Judah. Judah saw the light in the graveyard. I saw the vineyard. Vineyard tell the truth about the grave. Many moles and many have to stay. You see, the artist is an artist, the greatest of an artist. And he does what he does because he came in to do that. So don't be ridiculing the artist like what the artist does, because he's not going to be alone that long, or she. So appreciate him. Appreciate him. And all you people that can't get a phone, God dog it, you go to Walmart, get you something smart so you can see what's going on. Quit depending on who, how, him, and him. You know what happens? You start depending on who, him, and him. It's one of my favorite things. Somebody thought somebody would do it, but nobody did it, so somebody still had the problem to do it. And everybody thought somebody would have done it, but nobody still done it, so it didn't get done. You follow me? You walk around and wait on people to do something that you need to do, it ain't gonna get done. You know why? Because the desire, my friend, is not in their heart, it's in your heart. The desire is in their mind, not in your mind. The desire takes us a long way. It takes us so long, it takes us so far, that little lady said a long time ago, why you got two coats? Can you wear both coats? No, you can't. Can you wear them another time? Sure you can, but you can't wear them on that day. The old story says you take a horse of water, but you can't make him drink, can you? Not really. You put some salt on his mouth, he'll drink. You see what I'm saying? There's a loophole in everything we do in life. And why that loophole fits you, then we need to find out why. Why am I doing something I've been doing for years and I have no progress? I have not congregated and it's still non-existent. Then you need to find something else. Because if you're doing the same thing over and over, there's no retreat. It's going to make you mad. It's going to make you frustrated. And you might not be here because you don't drop off a log or drop off the water for yourself. So, like I said, once again, is liberty free? It is so free if you want it to be. It's so free if you can't see. Liberty come to me. But don't get that old Joe that is just for me. It's everyone you want to see. Liberty, 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 my friend. Liberty is for everyone who wants it. And by God, every backbone that put the bone in America should be free. If you came up in America, I don't care if you was 1, if you was 101. If you put any doubt and the sweat on American soil, you should be free. We cannot go anywhere, nowhere but America. They say, I'm American. I got American citizenship. You don't think so? Well, go to Germany, go to Hawaii, go to China, and tell them you want a China citizenship. They might turn you on and see what color you is before you move your mouth. That's the way it is. Let's bring it back, sing a song. I sing a song of memories that don't fall on the trees. They come back to me when I fall. I'm on the tree. I'm on the tree. This is liberty. This is a dream. It's an action. Have an action. Have a verb. Have a positive. Have a negative. Because before it is a fact, there's an effect. And if there's an effect, there's a defect. And if there's a defect, there's a process to effect it to make it properly. Follow me? Well, all I'm saying is this. We all in this world wants the same thing. Yes. 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 We all in this world want the same thing. You see Earl High and the Pula Pala Mata Mata Chala did a doodle up papa that says so. Well, because this. I want my freedom, you want your freedom. I want what I like, you want what you like. I didn't say what it was, but you want it. I want it. And there's no other person out there that don't want what we just said. Freedom and the likes of what they want. Okay? That makes us human beings. That makes us, once again, a part of the country, of the United States, part of people. You might need one like an animal. Hell. An animal says this. I can wait for the season to change. The world out there, I can look out there and look at my own self and look at the wilderness. I can eat out there if I want to. I got food out there. I can shit out there and clean up if I have to. That's what I can do. America sit back saying, oh, what am I going to do? The house went down, you got to eat. You see what I'm saying? Fathers don't worry about that. And then we come on with the other thing. Well, I'm a vegan, I'm a skeever, I'm a diva. Well, you can be all that. Hell. Don't, if I can't convince you, don't try to convince me. Once again, as an individual, we all want something out of something. And we all want happiness out of life. Alright? There's no one in this world that I know of, there could be an idiot out there that said, well, I don't want nothing out of this life. Then you need to down off then. If you finish your day's work, you need to go on. I'm gonna give you that permission. And I ain't Houdini. I ain't Fitzwini. I ain't Crocodile Dollar. I ain't TJ's. I ain't Churchill. I'm none of them. I'm myself. And one of myself says two things. You have to be in mind and keep it in mind with yourself. If you keep in mind with yourself, you know what the attitude is. You know what the deficit is. You know what the next pillar is. Whew. I tell you. Be realistic. Be real. Don't be a Jonah Rock. Don't be a Jonah Whiskers. Be real. Because if you're real, people are going don't know it. People know every day. If you walk down the street tomorrow, I don't smoke. Got a pocket of cigarettes up here. I believe in the whole of this. I got beads for that. Okay. Let me give me some beads. Walk around and say, I'm a master of destruction. Son, draw my picture over here. I'm a master of destruction. See what I'm saying? I'm not willing to let that. I'm not willing to let that down. But I'm letting you know that the world we live in needs some help. And help says you can give help more than one way. You don't have to give help from your soul. You don't have to give help from your money. You don't have to get help from clothes. You don't have to get help from anything. Riding your bike. Help comes in many different ways. Help an old lady from falling down, help an old lady cross the street. Pick an old lady fall down, pick an old man, whatever. That's help. So, who determines? You tell me, you allow that. Who determines? Well, okay, you go back to school, we're going to 3/3 of school, go back to school for what? What you talking about here? I would stay home and eat pom-pom. Okay, everything's open up. Why should I go back? Why you? Because the government says so. Oh, okay. Well, I think I made it in here. Tuesday, and it's Monday. No, it's Tuesday. That's why I be doing my thing in the gym. Y'all be thinking, oh man, still got the groove, still got the shot, baby. See what I'm saying? In other words, there's something you never forget. Now you may not always do it, but you don't forget it. It's a common knowledge in your mind that you can do it, but there's a mind also says you can't do it. So a lot of times you take the decision. If you know you shouldn't do it, see, here's the criteria. All y'all out there, just, well, I ain't never had nothing that I don't want you to have. I will guarantee if I keep you out, there's something you don't want right now. There's not so many people, including myself and my wife, buy things. Gonna buy you a ring just to be insane. Buy you a ring just to call your name. You see, but what I'm saying is, once you got something, and I think it's all over the world, you don't want no more. Why not? Well, you see, because the people change. What do people got to do with you? Nobody can answer that question. No one can answer that question because you want to change. You think everybody else need to change. And one man once says, you don't have to change. You don't care. You don't care about it. So, change is good though. Change make reality move around. Change make the world go around. Change make you get some you say, oh, I missed. But you got it. You came back alive. See, that's change. That's change. Change in people attitude all should be like an ant. Go by one ant and say, hey, look, I got to build a trick. Okay, I'll see you later. Hey, look. Every ant takes to let them know what's going on. If we were to do that, I don't care if they call it big brother, little brother, inside brother. If we would have said what I'm saying, we would have known. All right. See? So we pause for a minute. Did we get all the thoughts together? Did you get half the thoughts together? Did you get half of if you got half the stuff what I was talking about? Be yourself. Don't worry about your neighbors. They'll come by. They come and go. Don't worry about your friends. They come and go. Some are here for a lifetime. Some are here for a glorious time. And some of them are here. You might marry one. Don't worry about it. People been getting married for ages and years. It ain't like, well, I don't love her. Do you love her? Okay. Find out somebody before you love her. Take her out on 6 months, on a date for 6 months or something. You know? Don't be a heel. Don't be a heel in a bucket yard. Don't. We fell in love in first sight. No such bull animal. What you can fall for the lust of the first sight and have imagination of the first sight. But being there, the only way you can fall in love from in front of the tree, you be there and take it. That, my friend, is no other reason. All right? What do you think, man? Did I break it in? No, I don't know. Did you break it in? You probably everything I said in reality meant something. Even if I had to pause for a minute to get my thoughts together, singing, on we go again. Here we go again. There's so many people are friends, or friends and not, but now they're at the end. Now they're gathering the lights. Got lights of a piece of paper that goes in their face. I think it's alright to share it. Share it with people who don't have knowledge of nothing. But make sure you know the cause. There's no cause. The only cause is you cause. You cause the trouble. You. Yes. The cause to be the boss is you. If you take the terminology right now and you go out to your yard today, say I'm gonna cook, and I'm gonna cook. Or an hour from now, probably police will come out. Man, you know you desiccating the air. No, the air was already desiccated. Okay? Now, if you said to me the other thing, you may end up in jail, but you said, yes, sir. Yes, sir, master, we understand it. And then he goes about laughing, doing his own thing. Okay? That's called the inner justice without justice. Justice is when everybody can eat the same thing, have the same flour, go the same way, and say, how you doing? Today's society, so far, you can't monks with 10 to 15 people. You do, you two bungle up. Hell, if that kid all the 15 bungle up, die then. All right. My wife said, did you sleep again? It's called meditate, my friend. Meditate tell you what's on my mind. And if you think what's on my mind, you might be good, but I don't think so. Because I can go so far, I can get in the farthest place in Egypt. Talking to the people in Egypt. Bring it back to you. I ain't telling about no Mars. I don't feel like Mars right now. But I feel like our four brothers and sisters who think they believe that they have the right answer for religion and how they gonna hold on to it. My religion is better than yours. Your religion is better than mine. Like I said, remember the one so far, y'all really didn't stand up to the cause, because all these were running and closing things. So when the state said close, y'all ran like chickens. Yeah, like chicken. So, and all my friends, you count on my hand. Now my associates, I'm making count them for them, but that's what they are, and they don't have time to take over me, so that's what they don't invite me. They don't have time to pick on hydrant because they don't hydrant. But we care. We care less. We endorse that. We appreciate it to that. But other than that, we gonna drive on. And my 40 acres, like I said, the best thing you can do better than your tractor or get your plane and fly in. But that's the only way you're gonna get in my land. And all you out there who's afraid, run the other way. Don't run my way. Cause I ain't letting you in either. Like, oh no. You're like the old taxi cab. Oh no. back, get back, get back. Go the other way. Put your mask on and go the other way. That's what you've been doing it. You've been doing it here. You might as well do it there. Okay? Well, let's leave you with this. And like I said, if I napped on you, it was because I got a memory. And the memory says, be nice. Be nice to the people that you say you love. Not just a common niceness that, oh, I'll be nice today, but I'm being here tomorrow. No, that's not being nice. That's being agitated. So, don't be agitated. Don't be separated, especially the one you love. If you say, I love my sister, then damn it, show it. If you say, I love my brother, show it. If you say, I love my wife, show it. My mom, show it. And it ain't because, see, this is what I learned too. I'll tell you no lies, because I'm true to most people. Half of you don't know me, so that's all here or there. So, but I had to put up with what my wife said to me one time. She's your mom. And I had to put that up in my mind. Not for what she done, but she's your mom. And I think when we get an understanding with that, we'll be fine. Most people have done a lot of stuff, and some you don't even know have done something for you. But because if you have a mom, thank him. Because if you had a dad, thank him. Quit talking about, oh, this is sperm donor. Well, a lot of people got sperm donors. A lot of people didn't make it. They're still in the grave. If you go back and read the Bible, I was along, his wife, he had babies on the ground. Okay, so, but if they're here, do yourself a favor, love them. Because before you know it, they're grown. And if you didn't take time to do nothing with them, that's the problem. That's why they're like they are. Because you didn't take time. Not me. Ain't my job. Hell, don't call me the grand wizard of wizardnesses. But if you, as a parent, that is a sperm donor or whatever, if you did not take time with those children, there's another generation going to be in a random place that don't know which way they're going. And love, you got nothing to do with it. Okay? And the infatuation may have a lot to do with it, but love didn't have to do it. That's why you have kids in trouble today, because the parents didn't take time to teach them their ways. Whether right or wrong or not, it was still their ways. And if they would took time for them, then no one else would have to take time and steal that, what they learned in their mind. Because now it's a war against you and you, the parent, against someone else who they put the trust in, because that person took time with them, not you. You see the difference? Timing is everything. Relationship is everything. But it's a relationship that we come together on one accord, on one day, and say we're doing the same thing. We're not going to take this anymore. But yeah, we're not going to tear up the damn building that we live in tomorrow either. Once again, is liberty free? Is our freedom free? Is the picking of my skin free because it's the picking of my skin? Or someone who disagrees with what I say, who do have a different skin? Well, everybody can. Let me assure you that everybody can complain, but are they complaining righteousness? Everyone can say, I'm supposed to be here first. But how you diagnose it and figure out why you should be here first. And if you were there first, would you get somebody second? And what color of skin would it be? What religion would it be? Buddhism, Foodism, Shiism, Hindu, Manchua? In other words, there's so many. But from the same from the same guideline. But still, they would take a rally and drive to the far sea to make it believe that I am Jehovah's Witness. I am a Quaker. I am a Hinduist. I am a Children of God. I am Christian Science. I'm Baptist. But I believe it's the way. But the road goes the same way. No, y'all get all that bullshit too. The road don't go the same way. If it was going the same way, that means if y'all wearing the same clothes and you be acting the same way, I would a damn scarf on your head, got them tutus on your neck. So get off of that crap. The road doesn't go the same way. You don't act the same. That question, nobody would have electricity. You'd be like the Amish. Probably have a computer either. Nobody will get this either. Well, guess what? Next time you look at any one of them, see if they're the same people. See what different they look. Because they're going to look different. I'm telling you. Now, they may not look different on the physical. They may have the 5 fingers and 4 fingers on one hand and the other with the thumb. See what I'm saying? If you don't take time to look and read for yourself, these are things that come upon you that you will no longer know of. You'll be thinking something positive and there's a negative every time. The negative force is always around you. Unless you want to be positive. If you want to be positive, you'll catch the negative and the negative can't come. It doesn't stick back on you like glue. It's gone. Till the next day. What do you think somebody says, man, I got a headache today. Oh, I don't feel like it. Because you're not going to feel the same way every day. Nobody. Nobody out there saying the same way every day. Everything's saying the same way every day. LeBron's, all right? Beyonce can't sing that way. J-Lo can't dance the same way every day. It doesn't happen. There's a step missing somewhere. All right? There's a cartoon going somewhere. It's a different. That's why we live in it. And if you can live in that way and be ready to go that way, oh my goodness. Come on, piano. If you can understand that, those ways, you become new in each valley you take. Because there's a storm coming. And everybody should know there's a storm coming. And I'll tell you that storm coming because everybody want to be something that they're not. They're finding out things that they're not finding out now, but they'll find out later on. You know, you take a wonder why the Spanish people with the next language. I don't know why it's supposed to be the next language. Well, take me. I'm trying to speak them all. That way I get a little something out of all of them. Fufu, vuvu, mego, cholo, chara, para, astro, momo, pama. Because we all want to drink from the same well. We all going to have the same understanding. But there's something that's so great that's going to slap you in the face that you're not going to know why you got slapped in the face. Because you're looking in the wrong direction. That's one reason. Smack! Should have been looking both ways. Reality check. Reality check. That's wild. You see, most people fail, and some of them didn't go because they were scared anyway, but they fail to understand, if I allow this to happen, it'll come back around and bite me in my ass. Because a lot of things, they go around, and they keep going around until you change it. Until you change the surface, until you see what you want, go around, it'll keep going. And then it'll go round and round, and round and round, and round and round, and before you know it, it's there again. And some people hate changes. That's why they try to go and change before they just drop off a cliff. But I say to you, there's a new change coming. And of course, I'm not getting any younger. Still 21. Don't let the gray fool you. Okay. Actions, action, action, action. How do we define action? How do we define the word? How do we define anything? You define it by looking into yourself, not in the history books, not in the encyclopedia. You look into yourself, the incoming, and see what it's bringing. Happiness, sadness, glory, or doubt. That's what you look into. That's what it is. There's no other way. And then, who helps who? You think about that next time. Who helps who? Does the bank help you? Does the government help you? Think about it. Or do just your fine money help you? Or your people of accountability? I got my water. Well, in the old language, if I taught you anything, think of togetherness. If I taught you anything, think of love. If I taught you anything, think of camaraderie. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Okay? I love my neighbor enough that I don't have to go and visit me, and we're fine. That's I love my neighbor as thyself. Love thy enemy as you want them to love them. I love my enemies that I'll be involved in, they involve me, we're fine. When you speak of love, what's the words that come by? L-O-V-E. Long-lasting, O-entity, versities, and enmities. That's what it means to me. Now to you, it could be mean a whole thousand other things. But just remember this. To combine freedom. To combine freedom. To combine freedom. You have to understand it. You have to be willing to be free, let free be unbound. You say, Earl, why is that? I didn't say it had to be bound today or tomorrow or somebody bound somebody. I said, but in you, whoever it is out there, when you find the place where you say, I am going to be free, free indeed, you'll be. Because then all your cares are cast away, and all the hatred and all the upsetting people you want to upset because they didn't do this, they didn't kiss you on your cheek, and they didn't smell the way they're supposed to be, and they didn't move right like you did, and didn't speed themselves up. That's what the problem is. And that's where you're going to begin. No teenager should ever have to tell a grown woman, you can't do this. Now, because a grown woman tells you, I've been 15, and I'm watching you, and I can do it. If I lost anything out, may it be people like peas, groceries on a tree. The more you pick, the better it is. The more you eat, the better it is. Because some people can pick more than and put them in the backyard and still can have a bad day with it. Okay? So, once again, the historian of life, the historian of people, the historian of getting together on a day that everybody says, no way. Getting together, as my grandson and my nephew said, one man can't do it. And I believe that. But you have to understand, and what I was saying, whose time is it? Is it your time? Is it my time? Something you have to understand. One man. One woman. See, we cannot. And no one probably will ever forget Rosa Parks, but they'll never forget Mother Teresa. The name still goes around. Some people just never can. Al Green, Marvin Gaye, Elvis, what Elvis do? Bruce Lee. Those names will stand forever. And as the group just grown, they're gonna fade away until another group come in. But you still know that you were mentioned. Now, will my name be mentioned in the great books of life? Only when I write it. You having time right now? I don't know. Much support to comb my hair. But I believe in myself. You see that's the difference. I believe in me. I truly believe who I am, and that's that's the only thing that matter. Because what's the matter? That doesn't matter. Don't matter. Little things to me. Okay. To matter to people, you got to invest. You got to have something in common. You got to do something. No one. I love this person because what? Because of what? Oh, because he gave you some ice cream and took you out. Okay. There's nobody that is on. Oh, he's just the greatest. Oh, she's the greatest. For what? They can't be the greatest. They're the greatest when they're out there for that moment. And that moment gives them an idea to choke on themselves. Because like I said, you can be nice to the camera or you can be bad to the camera. Whatever comes out of your mouth, you're choking. Alright? With this in mind, and the yada mata, fuck that stuff. I'm not getting that. I got some stuff I gotta get rid of too. But did it help us? Once again, I said it helped us in some ways. But do we learn from it? If you learn from it, if you learn one thing from it, you did great. If you didn't learn nothing, that's fact too. It ain't time when you learn. So, with that in mind, the rain was good. The farmer was happy. I'm happy. Dodevadachi, adiochi, avonamochi, kedarochi, da 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 da. Alligator is tomato with the raiders. Oh la da. Oh la di da. Oh la. Oh la di da da da. This is Maury. That's Maury. Oh, the Maury to la. With little English back and forth to do. Korean I can't do, but Japanese I do too. Fang wang chang chang and chang lang, ma tree. That's the way we do it in law. Now, a little friendly there, a little help, little song of joy. That's key. If you can be happy in what you do not let anyone disturb you from doing it. You do it with success, and you'll be success. Success brings it in more than one way. It doesn't make you up say, oh, you should do your own, like, told me, you should write your own stuff. No, I shouldn't write my own stuff, because if I was successful, and you thought I was successful, you'd do it for me. Okay? Well, that's the solid of a man-made mistake is when he says I did. If he didn't say, well, I didn't do that. Johnny Will did some of the wrong thing. No. If you did and got what you're supposed to got, told them everything you need to know, guess who will be running the show? You won't. Charlie Wilson will. Because you, my friend, will still be on the background. Okay? So, all the songs that people write, may they be happy. In every direction, may they be happy. May my grandson get himself together. May my son get himself together. And his songs, his different uncles. May my daughter do playing well. May her be successful. May I be successful. My wife will be successful. I don't talk to you guys. But maybe my niece, nephew, may become successful as well. And don't get mad because he's a rapper, because there's a whole lot of rappers out there. My niece wants to play the guitar. And if you do them, once again, I'm going to get off of this. If parents do not investigate in the children's life and ask them what they want to do, what is the next role? The parents always think they got the first role, they tell them what to do because they want them, but the children have roles too. And in their mind, they know what they want to do. Okay? So if the parent can allow them to say, this is what I would like to do, and then try to halfway fix it, you might be surprised. Alright? Sayonara, so long, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen to you. Hello, Hawaii, Hawaii, ha, aloha, ha.